Hey everybody, this week we're going to talk about YouTube music. Be sure to watch this whole video because I'm going to do the lecture video, then I'm going to talk about the discussion instructions and the quiz instructions. So stick around for the whole thing, and here we go. So YouTube Music is the largest aggregator and distributor of music in the history of mankind. It is without a doubt a more powerful voice in the music business today than any recording artist, the major record labels and music publishers, or TV singing shows like The Voice or American Idol. It has broken the careers of Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, and Soulja Boy. Never have so many musical artists and their labels been able to share the artist's music with the world at such a small cost. The underlying concept of YouTube Music is simple. The YouTube Internet music audience gets to watch or listen to music videos for free, in some instances with commercials. And you as the artist or your label get to upload your music videos for free, exposing them to a worldwide audience. The headlock on music distribution in the form of physical copies of recorded music like CDs, once held by the major record labels, is over. Though just as they dominated record sales, their music videos now dominate YouTube music videos. And YouTube, like the traditional physical goods record business, is a hit business. 1 to 5% of the videos generate 93 to 95% of the views. Many of the most successful YouTube channels that are music related offer value through a variety of content. For example, maybe you've just released an album and in addition to the official music video, you release a tutorial video on how you produced one of those tracks, with the link in the description to the track on all streaming services. In other words, you're promoting your release while also providing the value of the information to someone interested in producing similar music. This also builds your network and will build a deeper connection with your subscribers. My underlying motivation when I approach my music business and how it relates to social media is always two main things. 1, connecting people, and 2, sharing music. As a business, we all know that it is imperative to build your online presence, and a big part of that can be a successful YouTube channel. YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. So what does your business presence on YouTube look like? What does it sound like? What is your channel name? How do you want to be known? Here's the discussion for this week. Find 3 YouTube channels that appear to have some level of success and that focus on your niche or related niche within the music industry. For example, if your business is to start a private music studio for teaching, look for channels of successful studios, channels that offer tips on teaching specific instruments or techniques, or channels that show you how to market your studio properly. I've seen a lot of channels that show you, how to build up a lot of students or how to streamline how your students sign up at a music studio, like the software they use, that sort of thing. So look for channels that, here's another example. If you're a producer, look for the channels of producers that are doing what you'd like to be doing in the industry, and that represent artists or genres with which you'd like to be associated. Channels that represent the level of the industry at which you'd like to be. As you find these channels, watch through several videos and take notes on the channels you find. And in one paragraph for each channel, discuss your findings. Leave your response in the comments below. And please think about the following. What made you initially click on this video or channel? Was it the thumbnail? The title? The hashtags? How did you stumble upon it? Was it a YouTube suggested video? These are all elements of having a successful YouTube channel. Your thumbnail is of huge importance. And the title, the thumbnail is the first thing people see when you search something and you start scrolling through. The one that catches your eye, those ones get a lot of traffic. The title as well. And so there's little tricks you can kind of learn for that sort of thing. And then also, your tags and that sort of thing will show YouTube. Now, the algorithm's always changing. There's always updates to it, so it's something you got to stay on top of. But those sorts of things tell YouTube that what the video is about, and it'll suggest it to other people that maybe have similar interests. There's a lot more you can go into depth with that, but just for now, let's look at some more questions to kind of think about as you find these channels and examine them and see, compare like how you might want to have your own presence on YouTube. So how long did you watch these videos? Audience retention is a huge factor in how YouTube shows, suggests, promotes your content to other people, to other creators, through suggested videos and that sort of thing. So audience retention is key. And when you watch these videos of these channels that are sort of like in your niche, see how they cut the video quick or zoom in, or you're getting into video editing then. And these are like a lot of the different hats that you're going to wear as a musician. And not all of it's for everybody, but you kind of find what your strengths are and go towards that. So did the channel have a trailer on the homepage? A lot of YouTube channels, they give you this trailer that show you sort of outlines, what the channel's about. So people, when they land there, they know exactly what they're getting into. Did you see any ads, or do you use YouTube Premium? So, when you see ads, that channel's making some money off of that. And then if you use YouTube Premium and you don't see ads, if you watch videos, that channel's getting a small portion of your YouTube Premium fee. So there's those sorts of things. Did you subscribe? Did you like? Did you leave a comment? Did you share any of this content that you found? That is sort of like, if you're a musician, that's sort of like leaving a tip. It really helps out that content creator. So, you kind of want that as well. And what that does is it builds a community or a network between different creators and different people within your niche. If you're finding these videos within your niche, you want to network with these people anyway. And you want to find people that are maybe like, at the next level up from where you're at, or a few levels up, or that sort of thing. Did the channel have an intro at the beginning of their videos, or does it get straight to the content? A lot of times, YouTube channels, they'll have like a little intro theme song or something like that, and then or some of them, they just, let's just jump right in, and then you get right to the content. These are things to sort of like take into account, and you want to find what you're comfortable with, what you like about these certain things, to sort of craft your presence. And we're talking about YouTube, but really it's for, your online presence, that sort of thing. So any social media, if you're in like the TikTok world, or, the different platforms work well for different genres, different demographics, all that stuff. So, it's overwhelming, but, no big deal. We'll just keep going here. So, are there chapters included in the description? So a lot of times when you go to a video on YouTube, you'll see, like 00.00, and that's the beginning of the intro. And then there's another time, and you can click on it, and it'll fast forward the video. So these are chapters. There's new features that YouTube puts out like that keep people engaged. So these are all the things I'm talking about are things that are supposed to keep your subscribers or listeners or viewers engaged. And engagement is key across all social media. So these are things, like I said, again, we're talking about YouTube, but they apply to all the social media platforms. Each one has its own sort of little way about it, but these ideas kind of generally apply across all of them. Is there a call to action in the video or the description? So a lot of times you'll hear them say, click subscribe, follow the link in the description, that sort of thing. So you're asking whoever's viewing it, they're there, and maybe if they've watched a little bit or listened a little bit, they like it, and so then you want to give them some sort of call to action, something that engages them. It's more engagement. Do the videos use graphics? These little things. How is the sound? How's the lighting? Sound and lighting are huge in social media. Sometimes it's like the lowest quality videos and audio that go viral. But for the most part, you want to have good audio and good video. Let's see what else here. What stands out to you about the description of the videos? So the description, you have 5,000 characters. That's a big space. You can really put in a lot of information that relates to your video. That again gives YouTube some information about what your video is about, and less and less. I don't know if it's the tags or the description, but certain things, like I said, YouTube sort of changes around their algorithm, so you got to stay on top of it. But do the channels offer regular live streams? Live streams are huge right now, and I noticed that content creators that are regularly live streaming do much better. They have better engagement. They have more followers. The algorithms for the platforms push them more because they're making use of these features. One other thing, what are the similarities across the different channels you've chosen? So you want to look for these things like that you like, and find sort of how you would feel comfortable putting yourself out on social media as a business. It's branding, it's that sort of thing. So again, watch through these videos and channels, take some notes on your findings, and in one paragraph for each channel, discuss your findings. And then leave your response in the comments section of this YouTube video. So what we're going to do here is Once you leave your comment in the description of the YouTube video, go ahead and screenshot it, and we'll put that in the Canvas shell as the assignment, and you'll get credit for it in Canvas that way. So let's move on to the writing assignment for this week. So we're not going to have a quiz, we'll have a writing assignment. And so it's kind of along the same lines, but most professionals in the music industry wear a lot of hats. Like we talked about, they do several different things to pool their income streams. As we can see from the reading this week and previous discussions, for most professionals, the revenue from digital downloads and streaming isn't enough to get by, but it can be a key part of the machine that is your music business. If you can keep your expenses low and maximize the efficiency and sustainability of your income streams, your business is moving in the right direction. Some of these things you will figure out along the way, and that is why it is important to begin your business. Let me say that again. Some of these things you'll figure out along the way. Maybe a lot of these things you'll figure out along the way. And maybe you won't know what you need to know until you're in that moment. So you need to start your business. Here's the writing assignment. Describe 3 revenue streams, 1 paragraph for each, that are currently a part of your business or that you'd like to be able to take advantage of in the future. In what ways can you combine these different parts of your business to benefit each other? For example, you compose a piece of music for a video game. That's your first revenue stream. You live stream some of the composition process on YouTube or Twitch. That's your second live stream, or second revenue stream. And you promote the hardware or plugins you used for the production process through sponsorships. That could be a third revenue stream. You may need to research and discuss how you will unlock these different revenue streams. For example, being able to get sponsorships or get paid to live stream. And there's certain requirements YouTube has to enter that part of the monetization. But that's all part of it. You find out that could be a revenue stream, and you find out what you have to do to get there, and you kind of prepare that way. As always, be creative, be thorough. Come see me in my office hours on Tuesdays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Zoom, and let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.